Going forward, we worked last night. Our incident commander was here at the fire station with the fire chief here, helping coordinate the activities here, calling me at our command post, and we were shuffling resources around. We had crews out late last night. As all this was happening, the state MOB got activated. State DNR started sending in engines, strike teams. We had 2 show up last night before we got to the end of shift, and then we had strike teams coming in last night all the way up to about 1 o'clock, I think is when the last strike team showed up. They all got in on our briefing this morning. We shuffled them around and have redeployed them. Early on yesterday, as all this was going on, we started talking with the chief here and with the Forest Service, and came to the conclusion that it would be easier, since we already have an apparatus set up, if we took over command of these fires today, getting a delegation authority from the county and the fire districts and the state to start managing these fires. So we ended up with the First Creek Fire, the Reach Fire, Cagle, and Anthony, which we believe have all burned together, and they crossed the Columbia River into Douglas County, and Douglas County asked for assistance today also. And then we have the Black Canyon Fire, which is a little farther up north. We had a meeting this morning, just finished up before the cooperators meeting with all of the agencies involved where the fires are right now, as to how we're going to divide them up and work on them. And basically we're having a conversation, another meeting today at 1, to figure out the command and control structure for fires from Chelan all the way up to the Canadian border. There's a lot more fires to get started up there also that we're working on, and we're devising a plan to kind of break them into zones so that we can start getting resources into those fires and taking care of properties and stuff that's at risk. So that's where we are right now. At 6 o'clock this morning, we took over the fires that are here in the Chelan area, along with the Wolverine Fire, and we're putting together our plans, gathering intel. Today will be a big intel day, trying to figure out exactly where the fires are, what they're doing, getting the resources that are coming in from the state MOB and other places, and getting them engaged on the fires here in the Chelan area.
There are about 100,000 acres burning east of the Cascades, all told, if you look at InterWeb. What has been the effect, or how will that affect the allocation of resources here in populated areas?
We are on an IC conference call every morning that we have at 7:30 in the region, so that's Oregon and Washington. Right now we're at planning level 5 in the region. There is no planning level 6. Nationally we're at planning level 5. So competition for resources right now is extremely tight. As of yesterday, there was outstanding orders for crews of 160 crews. They're still looking for, there are no more shower units, there are no more catering units. A lot of the stuff that we rely on to come in and give us a hand is being used. So what they're doing now, they started yesterday and the day before, the coordinating group that's in Portland that manages this whole area is gathering intel from all the fires. They're setting priorities, and the priorities right now are going for life and property, and then they'll kind of break down after that. So fires that have a big impact on communities like we have here will definitely come up to the top of the list, and we'll be higher up on that when we put in a request for resources. We'll be higher up on that list for getting stuff. The truth of the matter is right now is that between Oregon, Washington, Northern California, Idaho got very busy, Nevada's busy, Colorado's busy. There's just a real strain on all the resources that we have right now. We've already tapped into all the resources that are back on the East Coast. They're out here working. Alaska is slow, had a very busy early fire season. They're slowing down now. Their crews are starting to load up and come this way also. The call has gone out since we're now on planning level 5. The military will start being activated. We have resources coming down from Canada, who's also very busy, but they have stuff that they're going to cut loose and bring down this way. We'll also be looking at other nations that we generally work with, like Australia and New Zealand and some other places. We'll probably start chipping in as we have a drawdown and a need. They'll start trying to help out also.